Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Radio Free Wall Street. 5 o'clock New York time. Every day we do this show, and we talk about the market and all the little shit and things Wall Street just kind of happened to forget to tell you. And they're cheering this unemployment report. That's my theme story for today. And it's the way it goes is that it's the perfect report. And the economy's not too hot, not too cold, the Goldilocks. And Mr. Wonderful did it again, and aren't we great? And black unemployment has shrunk, and Hispanic unemployment has shrunk, and all is great in the world. And I wanted to believe. I wanted to have faith. I thought, oh, please, I need something to cling on to. The unemployment report and the great tax break for billionaires. I thought, oh, my God, I can tell the people that I was wrong. They're going to create high-paying jobs. I can see the numbers increase dramatically. Look, we're into what? Oh, shit. January report, February report, March report, April, surely 4 months into the thing, we're there. The tax break for billionaires. I mean, by that time, you got 4 months. That's enough time to write that little checkaroni. Here's your check. Yep, pay increases, right? Less taxes, net payroll increase, payroll. People are paying less taxes, then they get bigger checks. I see, shit, wages will skyrocket. You'll remember the tax break bonanza for billionaires. I remember how it was sold. We're going to give all this tax break to the billionaires because then they're going to have a kind of a trickle-down effect. It makes sense that a man that believes in yellow rain means, it's going to rain money. I understand it, okay? So I was really excited. I couldn't stay up. I say, oh, shit, today's the report. And I'm going to say, well, how will I apologize to people? Say, I was wrong. Well, America's going to be great again. You all are getting raises, and the employees are going to have money. They're going to buy cars. And when you see the car sales down 4, 5, 6%, ignore that. House sales are going to climb. The greatest debt ever in credit cards and personal debt and personal bankruptcies are starting to skyrocket again. Credit card debt is at another record high right before the last wipeout. So I thought, shit, people will be able to pay down the credit card debt. Kiddies will go to college because they'll be able to make the tuition. Home sales will soar, and, oh, shit, the malls that I've been saying are the canyons of death, It's like, you're at Death Valley, that's the Death Valley Mall. Well, what will happen there is that, oh, my God, there will be people shopping and buying again. America will be great. Oh, restaurants will fill up. Oh, shit. What an exciting time, because as we know, the tax break bonanza for billionaires, man, the corporation had all that money locked up in them fern places. By God, you ain't going to have your money. And then Donald Trump, the liberator, goes, twing, 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 and he loses his magic wand, and the money just flows to America. The corporations go, oh, thank you, Donald. You made us great again. Employees, please come to the cafeteria. We want you all to know that we put $1,000 in your account today as a bonus, and everyone's pays up 25%, and you'll be great again. And by the way, we're that Shang Dang Dang Jang Dung factory, closing it down. That Mexico plant, bullshit. We're not going to have any more foreigners take your job. We're coming back to America, great again. We're putting factories in Detroit and Flint. There's going to be no more tainted water. It'll be everyone wanting to live there for the great factory jobs. So I thought, well, shit. All I got to do is read the unemployment report, and I'll see it. And there was only 164,000 jobs created, down 3.9%. What? Less jobs created? No. I refuse to believe it. It was a deep state conspiracy. God damn them, I hate them. I hate those people. They are ruining the country, and poor Donald Trump, because you all know that hundreds of thousands of jobs. We were talking, I remember them talking about 300,000, 400,000 jobs created a month. I thought, holy shit. Only 164,000 jobs, half was expected. And the amount of jobs created is dropping. That means going down. I thought, oh shit. No, God, tell me it's not so, please. I thought, well, okay, that's not such a big number. Maybe they just forgot to report them, No. The unemployment rate fell to 3.9%. Okay, so let's see, we created less jobs, and the unemployment rate drops. And the amount of jobs created, of course, as I pointed out to you, was down. And I thought, okay, let's stay steady here. Remember, with this deep state conspiracy, you never know what they did. It might be a misprint. So I went on the Bureau of Labor Statistics website, and I figured, I'm going to download the actual file and read it for myself. And, the numbers were confirmed. And the national unemployment rate was 3.9%. And then I looked at this thing called the labor participation rate. You see, with a lot of jobs coming on, well, I thought, the 164,000 job gains is like shit. I mean, that's going back to Obama and even back there in the bad old day numbers, right? I mean, we had 325,000, February report. So I thought, holy shit. So I looked at the labor participation rate. Okay, what percentage of eligible workers are working? And I thought, holy shit, that dropped. The less people are in the workforce. Now, I would think, well, with all these high-paying jobs created, right, that means those kids that are in the basement with, the virtual reality and those live silicone Japanese dolls and stuff, I mean, we got to get them working. And no, more people didn't come to the workforce. I thought, holy shit. Well, okay, so there weren't that many jobs created. Jobs. You don't remember tax breaks, jobs bill? Tax reform, jobs bill? I remember jobs, and I hear that voice. Jobs. Where? Oh, my God, jobs. Where? I hear this. Thus said the raven. Jobs. Oh, no! Make the sound go away! I'm sorry. I wasn't loyal to Donald Trump. I am so sorry. Make it stop! And then I looked and I go, well, no. There's no jobs. Those voices were a mirage. I thought, shit. Maybe I had to sign up for that medical marijuana. Maybe that'll help me because I don't know what the hell's going on here. And then I looked, the manufacturers, that might be good for manufacturers. They normally get 40,000 jobs a month, and oh no, there was only 24,000 manufacturing jobs. Now I remember, I thought, well shit, not only do we have the jobs, tax savings, tax breaks, jobs. So I thought, please make the voices stop, please. So then I felt better. I got control of myself, and then I thought, okay, I know what it is. We have got those tariffs on that aluminum from China. And don't forget, the steel they're dumping really pisses me off at half price. I thought, Donald Trump said that he was going to put a tariff on them, right? But there was no hiring in the aluminum or steel industry. I thought, oh my God, the deep state. Maybe the steel workers didn't hear, the ones that were laid off. Maybe because they were strung out on opioids. I know. What we should do is put hiring notices in all those detox centers and halfway houses and, maybe then they could Betty Ford clinics and say, I know you're strung out on opioids and shit and, but now that there's hope because we got the sanctions on the steel and aluminum, you'll get your jobs back. You can clean up and go back to work. I thought, oh, yeah. And I looked, and there was no increase in hiring there. I thought, oh, my God. What happened? But there was good news. Restaurant and hotels. That's hamburger flippers and toilet bowl cleaners. 18,000 new jobs. Now, if you add to that, the bedpan cleaners, that's called health and social assistance. Social assistance, like when they're old, they're kind of pissing on themselves and stuff. Somebody's got to go in and change the sheets, okay? That's like in the nursing homes. And that added 29,000 jobs, called it 30. So I got 30,000 jobs in bedpan cleaners, toilet bowl cleaners, and another 18,000 the toilet bowl, so that's 30. That's 50,000 jobs in the lowest paid, no benefit category at all. And that's why the blacks, and the Spanish unemployment rate went down because they took those jobs. And in construction, there's only 17,000 jobs. So I thought, well, jobs, tax breaks, jobs. I thought, I'm being brainwashed. There's something wrong here because we should have had 300,000 jobs created. Should have been 150,000 manufacturing jobs. There were 24,000. And the restaurant and factories, well, they should have not, they should have been minuscule. And construction, remember construction because I heard the number of 100,000 jobs created because you remember the $3 trillion infrastructure. That was the word. I thought, did the deep state, that didn't happen? You remember filling all the potholes and those rusty bridges falling apart and shit and killing people and highways dropping on their heads and stuff? I mean, there's no $3 trillion in that. I mean, we had a record budget deficit. Biggest spending bill ever. Biggest increase in national debt ever. We didn't get any potholes filled. Oh, my God, the deep state again. Oh, God. No. 1,000 times no. Oh, so I was heartbroken. And I thought, okay. I calmed down. I took a chill pill, yeah. Feel a lot better. I thought, well, okay. I guess what we'll have to do is that the pay, see, with all these people going back to work, I mean, record number of Hispanics and black people working, lowest unemployment rate since 2000, right before that, recession back then. Well, maybe with all those people working, right, you would think, well, holy shit, you're going to have to pay more money. When you go there, not only when you finish your detox at the Betty Ford Center and you're not strung out anymore and no more needles in the arms, you're going to go back to your steel mill jobs. Oh, coal, coal guys. Coal grade again. Factories coming back from every shithole around the world, those job-stealing farmers. I hate those people. My God, they're ruining the country. I thought, well, shit. We'll have higher pay. And there was no, you're not going to believe this. As shocking as this sounds, virtually no increase in pay. I thought, oh my God, how do I have record unemployment, highest black and Spanish employment rate as a percentage of those populations ever, and how do I get this incredible jobs, tax break billions, and I got no jobs being created? I got no increases in pay. I got no high-paying jobs at all. I mean, the jobs were in the lowest pay category. Like I said, hamburger flipper, floor sweeper, bedpan cleaner. No increase in pay. Hardly any increase in jobs, I thought. It must be some kind of conspiracy. So, as I was laying in my bed, thus said the deep state conspiracy, jobs, and I must hear forevermore, jobs. No prayers could remove him or silence him. No, not jobs again. Please stop. And then I ran across an interesting story. People are so afraid of losing their jobs that Bezos, one of the richest men in the world, well, he's got a little company. And his company is, I don't know if you know that he got a company where he called Amazon. And Amazon is really trying to drive their model. So they try to deliver as many packages as cheap. It's basically a package delivery business, right? You buy something from Amazon and, you know, it shows up in a post office truck, and obviously he's cheating the post office according to Donald Trump. Maybe it's wrapped in that commie socialist newspaper from out there that he owns. But it was so I thought, well, with all these jobs created, right? Shit. These employees are going to have to be really nice to those workers, right? Because holy shit, you're running out of people. I mean, the job workforce is shrinking, 3.9% employment rate. Holy shit, record low. These are record low since 2000. Then I heard about Bezos, and it turns out Bezos' employees are so worried about losing their jobs that when they got to take a piss, they piss in the trash can for being scolded over a bathroom break. Do you think that Donald Trump's date knows about this up there? Maybe. Could that be it? You know, I mean, the Russian whores are the most pretty in the world, and maybe they're working so hard they don't have time for a bed. Donald, that would explain the whole thing. Maybe Rudy could make the rounds of Fox News and explain that, you know, it really wasn't golden showers, that it was just part of workplace priorities. And according to Business Insider, warehouse workers described being stopped in his tracks by an awful smell emanating from the trash can. That employees would refuse to go in the bathroom because that would stop their productivity. Well, if you're going to become a richest man in the world or president, you know, you got to do some kinky things, you know, so that makes a lot of sense. Anyway, seriously, folks, there's no job creation. Workforce shrank. That changes the percentages. I know you're smart to figure that out. Participation rate down. Job creation was paltry in manufacturing. That was supposed to be one of the big beneficiaries of the tax jobs bill. No pay increase at all. Average hourly work week still falling. Oh, no. They didn't mention that one to you? I should. Well, I'll let you know. Yep. So what happened? Well, although Wall Street had a party, Wall Street didn't have a party. Wall Street had a party because it went down the 200-day moving average yesterday. And if they didn't get it up today and prove they were impotent, then what would happen is you'd have another 1,000-point down decline today. So they avoided that. So it's a disastrous report. 300,000 jobs created was a disaster. You didn't get even half that. The lowest paying jobs in the lowest categories. No increase in pay. No bonuses. No hiring people from your factories because of the jobs tax break. With the tax break, you're going to go ahead and say, workers, come here. Donald Trump, our great leader, has allowed us to bring $3.8 trillion back to the United States tax-free. Trillions. And we want to, now, we bought already $1 trillion in our shares of stock back. Over $1 trillion in bonuses paid out with the upgrades for the option market for the insiders. Trillions in record amount of dividends paid. And after we've done all that, and we thought, we'll do something for you, so we'll give you 1,000 whole dollars. Never mind. No, we're kidding. Now get your ass back to work, and no bathroom breaks. So there was no increase in pay, no bonuses, no massive jobs created in the categories of the business that bought back the tax break bonanza for billions. They got the money, they flipped their workers the bird, and they put the money in their pockets. My, what a surprise from corporate assholes. So anyway, the jobs tax break bonanza for billionaires, it's a load of shit. It's not working. Jobs are not being created. Manufacturing is in the doldrums. If you want to clean a toilet, it's a great time, but no increase in your minimum wage pay, by the way. If you want to flip a hamburger, we got a job for you. In the stage 6, you want to vacuum the carpets in there when the people get out, you know, you got that available. Don't forget to change the sheet and the blankets so they start, you got to keep the room clean. And, oh, by the way, if you want to go to a nursing home and clean bed plans, we got a job for you. Social assistance means like old folks walking and, hi, I'll come here from the social welfare system. I'm here to help you with your shower. There's a job for you. And just think of the future. But reality is no meaningful increase in any kind of jobs. No increase in pay. Our work week is, 32 hours now? Workforce participation is collapsing, meaning more and more people leaving the workforce. So, in essence, it was one of the shittiest job reports yet. At a very time that the Tax breaks, jobs. Everyone knows people don't care about Stormy. They care about jobs. And people don't care about any of this stupid stuff with the deep state conspiracy. People care about jobs. Well, all I can say is sucker. It didn't happen. So we now go into the ugly side. The economy goes into a recession. And that's why there's no pay increase. That is why there's no benefit increases. That's why there's no benefits paid out to workers. That's why there's no jobs returning to America from the shitholes of the world. It is just another pile of what? What's that smell? Come on, you know. Wise bullshit. Oh, no, not bullshit. Yep. And the Trump depression is coming. And I want you to be prepared. And Donald Trump wants you to know that it's a Democrat conspiracy, that there was no collusion with the Russians. As far as Stormy Daniels, you heard the ghoul, his best friend Giuliani. And Giuliani said that no, there was no campaign violation because Donald Trump paid it. Donald Trump said, no, not exactly, because Stormy was not I didn't have an affair with Stormy. That spanking is not part of what an affair is, see? And the $150,000, well, Stormy had a young child, and Donald Trump's a very generous man. Ask anyone that worked on these construction projects how well he paid his contractors and subcontractors. Well, the story is, more Wall Street bullshit. No economy recovering. No high-paying jobs. No bonuses. No pay raises. Less people working. Less job creation. Job creation in the minimum wage category. And no cookie. Now, the part about no cookie really upsets me. I really like the Oreo. When you eat Oreos, do you break them apart and eat the cream out, or do you eat eat them together like a sandwich? I remember once Mom got a big jar of those Oreo cookies, and I was supposed to share them with my brother. So I went in there and I took all of the cream centers out, right? And I made it. My cookies had like a 2-inch thick cream thing, and he went and he said, Mom, he ate all the cream out of the Oreos. And she said, you're supposed to share the cookies. I said, I did share the cookies, but not the cream. So that's kind of like, sounds like me and Rudy Giuliani trying to explain Stormy and the payments. Yeah. I love this shit. You gotta love these guys, okay? You gotta love what's going on here. This is so cool. Dismal creation of new jobs, no pay increase, hour work week crashing, category of pay jobs increase where the blacks and the Spanish are the lowest paid, lowest skilled jobs ever. And by the way, when you get hired in these companies there, you get your food stamp application. And listen, if you get a job here, not only do you not have to pay any taxes on the Trump break bonanza for billionaires because you don't make enough, but here, we're going to supply you with the forms. You go right down to the welfare office, and you go ahead and get your food stamps, and then you go ahead and get your medical on there, and it'll be like a real job. How do you like that? Who loves you, baby?